Hey guys, I know that many of you guys know a little bit about our story of our last season and going through a season of spiritual abuse along with a lot of other people. And something I've been thinking about and having tons of conversations about is about really giving some language to what is spiritual abuse, because there seems to be a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding, and just a lack of knowledge and language for this topic. We know what SA is, in the context of clergy abuse. We know some of these other types of abuse, but it becomes something that is really a misunderstood topic if you've never gone through it. And if you have gone through it, if you don't have language that validates the experience and what has happened, then you can really be stuck in a place of not really being able to recognize a spade for a spade and call it a spade. Call spiritual abuse when it is spiritual abuse. One thing to understand initially about spiritual abuse is that we're not talking about the same thing as what can commonly be referred to as church hurt. I know that everybody's heard that. I know that even as we posted some things about some of the last season of spiritual abuse, when that was taking place, people would say, yeah, church hurt really stings. It really sticks with you. But I want to clarify that first in this part one. Spiritual abuse, I'm reading from Christianity.com. So spiritual abuse might include manipulation, exploitation, accountability enforced by threats, censorship of decision-making, coercion to conform, the inability to ask questions or voice disagreement. The abuser might suggest that they are in divine position and therefore require your obedience. When we're talking about spiritual abuse, we're not talking about the same thing as church hurt. The pastor not talking to you after church, or you not getting the promotion to be the youth pastor, or even just someone leaving you out of something, not inviting you to the small group. There's things like that could be classified as church hurt. Spiritual abuse, if we can compare it to almost to, let's say, physical abuse. Everybody has dad hurt or dad wounds, but if I punch my child in the face, if I starve them so they're not eating, if I attack them in a physical way, no one's going, well, that's just dad hurt. Everybody has dad hurt. That's abuse. And so there's a difference between having some wounding from relationships in church and having acute trauma from the way that a spiritual leader treated you, or the conversations that they would have with you or around you behind your back, the name calling, the kind of deconstruction of who you are and gaslighting, those types of things. So I just want to say that in this part one, spiritual abuse is not the same thing as church hurt.